How are my hands? Is it awkward? Like,
I don't know what I'm doing with my hands.
don't do this. Hey, this is Esther Choi, and know what I'm saying. My name is Esther Choi. I'm a chef from New York City. I have 3 restaurants, mokbar and Miss You, and I'm here at Beef. It's What's for Dinner Culinary Center. Basically, you see so many meat substitutes lately, but why not give it an upgrade with beef? So today we're gonna be beefing up one of my favorite recipes, Korean fried chicken. But instead of Korean fried chicken, why not Korean fried beef? Yes, KFB. So why use beef as a substitute? It's just so succulent and juicy, and it gives this different flavor profile that's super savory that you don't really get in the chicken. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna start with is the stock, the braising liquid for the ribs. Starting with water, soy sauce, toasted sesame oil. We have mirin, which is like a sweet rice cooking wine, sugar, and then some garlic. All right, so before we turn on the heat, we're gonna go grab our beef and bring it up to a boil together. So, you following me? I don't know which walk-in it's in. Oh. The different cuts I'm using is beef back ribs. It's really like unctuous. It has a lot of flavor and it's absolutely delicious. And I love using this. And who doesn't love a good rib, right? So I'm gonna cut this, break it down, and we'll just add this. And then we have short ribs that are on the bone. And I have both on the bone and off the bones. And make sure that all your pieces are covered completely. But we're gonna bring this up to a boil first and then lower the heat to a simmer. Okay, so while that's going, I'm gonna make the sauce, starting with gochujang. Gochujang is a Korean fermented chili paste. We have some sesame oil, honey, garlic, a little bit of soy sauce, ginger, and lemon. So we're gonna bring all of these ingredients to a boil together. Garlic, which we're gonna give a quick mince. My hands always smell like garlic, like always. Some ginger, not a lot. That goes straight in. Turn on the heat to high. Just whisk until it's like well incorporated. So we'll bring this up to a boil and then let it simmer. Okay, so the ribs are simmering away. And let's just pretend it's been an hour and a half because just wish it was always like this, right? So we have some ribs that's already been simmered. So this is about an hour and a half. It shouldn't be too tender just because you don't want it to be falling off the bone because we are going to be frying it twice. So here's the 3 different cuts that we used. The back rib, the short rib, and then the short rib off the bone. And let it cool for like 10, 15 minutes. It doesn't have to be like super cold, but just cool enough that it won't warm the temperature of the batter. Our batter, we're using all-purpose flour. So half of it we're gonna use for the wet batter, and then the half of it we'll use for a dry batter. And then we have cornstarch, a little bit of salt and pepper. Really important to be using ice water. You wanna keep the batter as cold as possible. You want it to kind of like run off your finger. So we wanna fry at 350. Right, they're nice and cool. So dry batter first, shake off the excess, completely cover, going in. Now these will fry for about like 3 to 4 minutes. It's a quick fry because we're double frying. I had to test this a few times just because I wanted to mimic that like super crispy outer layer of the fried chicken. All right, so I'll pull these. See, already you can feel like the batter. It's like super light and crisp. You can almost see through it. All right, so going back with the ribs. These are ready, and you can see it's a little darker than the first batch, right? And remember the glaze that we made? You wanna use a pastry brush to kind of brush it on. Look how beautiful that looks. And it's super crispy. I'm like literally salivating. I know you guys are too, right? I love this recipe, it's so fun. My staff really liked it. They were all over it. Toasted white sesame seeds, some black sesame seeds. How's it look? Does it look like Korean fried chicken, doesn't it? I mean, come on, right? Oh my God. It's the texture of the skin that's not the skin. It's so good. People will love this. So it's like slightly spicy, like chewy, but still like crunchy. And then the beef inside, it's like succulent, it's super juicy. I mean, it's perfect. And there you have it. Korean fried beef. Watch us beef up some more classic dishes at beefitswhatsfordinner.com. All right, guys, I'm taking this with me. Oh my God, it's so heavy. Are you gonna follow me all the way out? You know that whole thing with never trust a skinny chef? I don't believe in that crap. Grandma's philosophy is to cook with love and cook with your heart. Like, no shortcuts. Give it your all and give it your soul.